Polluted Thoughts Podcast, real talk with real people. I'm your host, Colin Garrett. 3, 2, 1, we're live, per usual, Polluted Thoughts Podcast. We're here with CEO of Flippin' Chips, Jason Reynolds, otherwise known to me as Birdman, Pizza Man, Delivery Man, All Day A, numerous nicknames he's accrued over the years. I've known this man since first grade. And it's a pleasure to have you on. I'm very excited to talk about Flippin' Chips and whatever else we get into.
Yeah, I'm excited. Let's get into it.
So why don't you just talk about Flippin' Chips a little bit? Because I know almost everything about it now. I mean, you've told me everything.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I just kind of got into the boating aspect of things. Like, I bought a boat, and then I just kind of liked it, kind of got obsessed. Wanted to, like, buy more and kind of just, like, sell them. And I kind of thought of just, like, how it could make me money.
Well, you've always had a very entrepreneur mindset since the beginning.
Yeah, that's true.
Since almost early high school, like freshman year, I'd say.
Yeah, I've always been thinking of something to do.
Shoes and
yeah,
things.
I found something to roll with. But I mean, and then I decided to make it a brand. So, and then that's where Flippin' Chips was born.
So you came up with the name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, but if you give it a Google search, there was like an Animal Planet show, but it was flipping ships.
Okay, that's
and like
different.
they
Was this pre or post you coming up with the name?
This is like 2006. Like they were making episodes with sailboats.
I'm talking about. Did you know about this prior, or did you look up Flippin' Chips to see yourself on Google and then you
Flippin' Chips like was a thought from me.
Yeah, no, I totally get that, and I'm not like questioning.
And then I was like, damn it! But I'm in the works of trademarking.
Really?
Yeah, because just so like no one fucks with me.
What's that process like?
I don't really know yet. But like I just decided the other day like I should really do that, and like I'm going to look into it. Yeah.
You could throw a little R on the hats and everything.
Yep.
But that's convenient that you happen to spell it in the way you spelt it, and it was different from the spelling of the show.
Yeah. I don't even know why. I think it's better.
Yeah.
Why would they name the show Flipping Chips?
No,
like that kind of just sounds awkward. But
no. I completely agree with you. Do you know the premise of that show?
I assume they just like take like beat up yachts and sailboats and stuff and like did that. I mean, I'm sure they did like sick stuff.
Yeah,
but
the TV show and brand is different.
They have $1 million to work with, and I don't.
Sure, ground up.
Oh yeah. No,
so
I'm not. The boat I'm doing right now is my boat, and it's not a flip. I'm like maybe potentially gonna keep it forever.
And this is the what size boat and
12-foot fiberglass boat from 1966, complete restoration.
Prior to you buying it,
I'm restoring.
You completely.
I'm restoring.
Okay.
I'm in the process. Like it's about to go down on Flippin' Chips. Like we're finally done with the sanding of the boat. I did it this morning. Wow. This afternoon, I think I am done sanding, and it's ready for me to prime it.
That's great.
Yeah, so
I know you've been working on it for a while.
Painting is this week. Yes, I've been working. I finished the trailer in April.
Jeez.
I did the trailer first to match the boat, and I did it. I started in April.
What
started sanding.
What do you got for horsepower on that bad boy?
I have a 1960, 18 horsepower, 2-stroke motor.
Man, these are the relics, man.
Yeah, no, things were built to last.
Yeah, I mean, they were. They weren't. That wasn't a time period where they built things for them to break and then you buy them again.
Yeah,
they wanted them to last.
Yeah, no, it's a good motor.
What brand motor?
Johnson. Seahorse.
Seahorse?
Mm-hmm.
That's the name of Johnson Seahorse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was like a line of these motors. Like there's a lot of Seahorse.
Really?
Out there, yeah. Like you go on like Marketplace, like a lot of them are Seahorses. Like the Johnsons, like in the mid horsepowers.
Interesting.
And like small horsepowers too.
Wow. I didn't know. Actually, Johnson is a pretty big brand, correct?
They are out of business.
They're out of business?
So it's Johnson Evan Rood.
Interesting.
Johnson and Evan Rood are the same company, and they were, I think, in like Canada or something.
You can't.
And they shut down in like 2018. So Johnson, they stopped making the Johnson ones in 2008.
And then this company bought them out.
And then they stopped making Evan Roods in like 2018. They went out of business.
So now it's completely over. Wow.
Sad.
That is sad.
Yeah.
I wonder. Let's see how long this company was running for.
Industrial Revolution type company too, you know.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like it's interesting to see these companies when they're like how old they are and how I don't know, like me and Liam and a couple other people would just like guess how old the company is, and then it will end up being like 200 years older.
Dude, how old is Honda?
I have no clue.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'll get to it.
Because Honda is just amazing. And I feel like it had to have been so long.
Johnson's Motors. This is nothing. I'm not finding anything here. Honda. I bet it will come up when it was founded. Founded in 1948, so just post World War II. I bet that had something to do with it. I bet they needed some cheap, reliable cars.
Dude.
And let's see, who was it? Hamatsu. I don't know. Maybe that's the place. Oh, here we go. Shichiro. Oh, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing this. Soichiro Honda and Taikyu Fujisawa.
Yeah.
Two probably smart guys during that time.
Yeah, like there was like the big families in like Asia, like in Japan,
Yeah.
like Honda and Kawasaki and
Dude, I bet they make guap, bro, and they're small, reliable cars.
yeah,
Pack the fam.
Yeah.
For sure.
Dude, I saw a crazy video of like it was this Shah like in Iran or like some like Middle Eastern country, like a prince or something, you know?
Yeah.
And it was like, what's in their garage? And he has like these ridiculously sized vehicles. Like everyone like comments was like, this dude has more money than Jeff Bezos, like oil money, like.
Oh yeah,
like,
I mean they don't have to report that money.
He
goes like
has
tax free.
He has like a double wide Jeep, like a 2 Jeeps.
No.
Yeah.
Does it have wheels in the middle?
No, it's just huge. It's just really wide,
Wow.
and he has it. And like that's just the beginning. He has like the biggest truck ever, and it's like bigger than this house.
No.
Like it. Yeah, he has. It's
what
like
is
it's like the
need for these
original.
things?
It's like the original like truck is like right here in the garage, and then they were like, this one is $1 million, and then they were like, this one is 12 times bigger, so it's $12 million, and it's huge. It's like the size of a house.
Does he have
like
a car that is a garage?
He
Like
has,
he
like,
pulls
has,
the
like,
car
an
into
airplane
his house.
hangar, like type thing, like a giant airplane.
That's
hangar type
ridiculous.
thing.
That
He
is
has like other stuff too. But he
not
drives them all around
necessary.
the desert.
I was gonna say the only place that could be effective is the middle of the desert.
Oh, and on the inside of it is like a giant apartment.
What the fuck?
And
Who?
yeah,
Like,
like,
you
he
don't
just has
need that.
so much money.
If you broke down that one truck, you could like happily feed everyone in your country for God knows how long. No, what I
Yeah.
wanted to get back to the idea of like corporations starting like from a really long time ago. Me and a couple people were driving and we saw Brinks and we started a discussion and we were thinking like, how long do you think Brinks has been a company for? Do you think it was like horse and buggy carriage? And I started drawing that. I was like putting that idea out there. And then other people were kind of testifying, coming up with their own ideas. And I don't know what the exact year is. We're going to find out. But it was shocking how old it was.
Really?
Yes. 1859. That's
Yeah,
horse and buggy time.
Yeah, that's pre-engine.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like they were one of the first companies that were probably helping the banks like deliver their money from robbers and things instead of, because I'm sure that was a massive issue.
They had shotguns.
Yeah, no, it was just like your band of cowboy, your band of rebels, like, and they run up on a horse or whatever, drawn with a bunch of money, and they take it all. So then somebody, who was the founder?
When were engines invented?
I don't know. We can figure that out too. But this fucking company, probably Brinks, was probably just like, yeah, we'll secure those, and we'll have we'll have 4 guys manning the horse and buggy, and we'll ensure you that the money gets there safely.
It probably has been running for so much longer than that too, and then they were like, it was probably like so much maybe generational, and then they
made an actual company.
And started paying taxes.
Yeah, they're probably under the table, like we'll sketchy things going on with the banks, and we'll sauce you guys a little bit of money, kill these guys if they come try to take our stuff. Simple as that. What were you asking? When was the engine invented?
When was the first
early
car?
18? I don't know. When was the engine invented? I need a Jamie. 1876. So 100 years after the independence. But I don't think we.
Yeah, that's not cars.
But it was engine.
Yeah.
So I mean, cars are probably like 1890 something. I don't know. The first commercial successful internal combustion engine was created by Etienne Lenoir around 1860, and the first modern internal combustion engine was created in 1876 by Nicholas Otto. Interesting.
Cool.
You want to know the car?
Yeah.
You're right. I need a Jamie. I need to pay somebody.
Yeah. It'd be sick.
Tom offered to do it. I don't know why I didn't take him up on it. I felt I don't want anybody to be my sidekick. Like I don't want to.
That's a very sidekick role. It would
some
honestly
treat him poorly.
It'd be kind of funny if it was someone who like almost like a hostage.
Yeah, I know. I get what you're saying. They need to be submissible.
They just need to be have thick skin. And,
that's what I'm saying. Like they need to be able just to eat it.
Yeah.
1886, so the same year the engine, I guess. That's probably what it was. Carl Benz applied for a patent for his vehicle powered by a gas engine. The patent number blah 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 may be regarded as the birth certificate of the automobile in 1886 July. The newspapers reported on the first public outing of the 3-wheeled Benz Patent motor car Model 1. And it looked like that.
That's sweet.
That's awful.
Dude, I was driving this morning. I was working. I deliver fun houses and obstacle courses and such, party rentals.
Inflatable things.
Yeah. And the van, Colin knows a thing or two about this job.
Dude, I'll get into it. I'll get into the story.
But the van needs to be serviced right now so bad. It needs an oil change needs an oil change really bad. And it wasn't shifting this morning. And it was going painfully slow. Actually not safe. It took me about 2 miles to reach 60 miles an hour on the highway, and I had to have it in manual and shift it when it was just in drive, it would not shift.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was pretty bad, and it was smelling terrible.
What does it smell like?
Like clutch fluid.
Oh,
clutch.
I don't know what that smells like, but it doesn't smell good.
And
it doesn't sound like it smells good. Excuse me.
And
I know a thing or two about that van, and that van knows a thing or two about me. So, I worked for said inflatable company, and I delivered it to a house, and I was with somebody else who had worked for the company for a while, and I was misled, and I was heavily misled.
We'll call him Luke O.
He's the one who shall not be named. And I don't know why I listened to this guy, He was one of those kids that, like, you shouldn't listen to, but then, like, one of those minutes where they kind of got a little bit more, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know the person's fucking stupid, and you know you're much more intelligent than they are. But then, like, they have more experience in this field
just
than
worked
you
there
do.
longer.
And you know, so I was like, all right, I'll listen to him. It was one of those situations where, like, okay, you know, I'll listen. So I drove it on the person's lawn, and apparently that is the biggest no-no. And by the way, I was like 16, and this is the biggest no-no.
This is the biggest van too. Like ever.
Oh,
like,
I was unaware of that as well.
Giant, like Ram Pro Master, like one of the like Amazon trucks, you know, like huge van.
So yeah, I got it stuck, and it was probably fine when I had it, and then when I was like, oh dude, it's kind of stuck, like push it. He was like, get out. And I was like, what? He's like, you push it, get out, let me do it. And he was just gunning it, bro. He was just torching it. Like, I'm talking, like, I was trying to, like, before it was, like, terrible, I was trying to add a little bit of, like, grass underneath the tires or something, get a little bit of something to, like, go back. I don't know. I didn't know what was going to help, but I figured that might be a little something. And he's gunning it with my fingers next to the tire. Like, I'm talking like fingernails, like, hit it once or twice. Like, it was going, like, he was gunning it, like, 3 RPM, 4 RPM, like, punching it. And, he just fucked the yard up. And, it honestly wasn't even me who fucked the yard up. If that is the, like, portrayal of what happened in the situation at the company.
It was Lugo. And then the van had to get towed.
Yeah, and then the van had to get towed. But I didn't tell the worst part of the story. The whole time, a woman was there when we delivered it, and then the woman was there when we first got back, and then she left while we were picking it up. So then all of this occurs while nobody's home. And then she arrives, sees the fucking damage, beyond repair damage, and then she proceeds to call her dad and her husband. So then they both show up, and I'm the one taking the reaming, not Lugo. And I'm just eating it from them, bro. Eating it. And I'm telling them how I'm going to fix their yard, and, like, I apologize, I'm going to lay down, like, I'm going to fix all this, put down new dirt, like, seed it all, I'm really sorry. And but I'm also trying to, like, not push the blame on somebody. You know, that situation, it's sticky.
Yeah, I may have put the van in the yard, but I didn't rip up the yard.
Yeah, I put the van in the yard, but I was also advised poorly. And it was, by the way, second day I think I worked. Second. I worked one day with you, and then I did a day with, like, you and him, where we dropped that one off. And then so it was my third day. And yeah, so I was just getting reamed at the whole time. And then they proceeded to make me drive it back. Then they towed it back into the driveway, and then they were like, yeah, take it back. Go. Like, drive it back to the shop.
Who said that?
Fran.
Oh my
And then Lugo, I'm by myself. Lugo leaves. Lugo catches a ride with Fran.
How did Fran feel?
I explained to him the situation, and I definitely wasn't throwing Lugo under the bus, but I was telling the truth about the situation. And he was like, fuck, like, yeah, I get it. Like, probably shouldn't have sent me out to drive in the biggest van on my third day with Lugo.
Yeah. So, like,
it happens.
It does happen.
And, yeah, man, I don't, you know, it's a good job, man. Any job where you deliver something and then you get an hourly wage and tips, great job for somebody our age.
The tips are fewer these days.
I mean, I'm talking more of, like, in the food industry. If you can, like, survive in the food industry, like, as a teenager or someone in the early 20s, you make so much money.
Yeah, I hate that, though.
I'm not a fan of it either. It's too much. There's no reason to be that angry or, like, you know. I don't know. I do well under pressure, but it's every single day, like, the same thing over and over and over again. I mean, no one should live like that.
Yeah, no, I don't like that. My first job was at a restaurant, and it was terrible. I was catering
I think that people who own restaurants or in the food business are a different breed of human being. They're like, the only thing that they think about is the restaurant.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would want to do that to yourself. I mean, I understand if they love cooking so much.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, if it starts to be like,
I want to run a hands-off business.
that's a good better idea.
I've been thinking about trailer rentals, actually.
Trailer rentals.
Yeah, like I maybe just buy a few trailers and rent them out.
The trailer pair.
And then like
you gotta
all you gotta do is wash them off, and then if they mess them up, you just keep their deposit and get fixed. And also, like, you don't have to like clean it like incredibly. It's very low. Like, I feel like you could spend a few hours a week doing that, as opposed to like some business owners spend 70 hours a week at their establishment. You know,
that's crazy. I think that trailer, it would be smart. There's not much maintenance needed for a trailer.
No, especially if you buy a great trailers.
Yeah.
You know,
but
you just gotta buy one.
What's the legal like justification for renting and things of that sort?
I don't know. You'd have to look into it. I mean, I know you have to have insurance and like you have to pay your taxes and.
Well, you would have to get certain license plate that say that they're a rental. I think that's a thing.
No, maybe, perhaps. I feel like I have seen like rental plates on
trailers.
Stuff. Yeah.
Not necessarily just trailers, but
yeah.
I think that's probably something that I'm sure it's a hassle to do that. Anything
with like U-Haul, but like
anything DMV is a hassle.
Yeah.
Trailer maybe just
I have a crazy DMV story, but it may be better for off camera.
We'll save it then. We'll save it. And, you know, the DMV is an interesting place. Those people are worse than the restaurant owner because they're doing it for no passion or like themselves. So those people are the worst. Yeah. They're gonna make me wait in line now. They're gonna hear it. Someone's gonna
have to really wait in line now because you have to make an appointment.
Because that's what I'm fucking talking about. Like I'm scared to go to the DMV for the next time I have to go.
It's better with the appointments. I swear, because it's like they'll probably never.
They figured
stop
it out.
Doing it. Yeah, because you just go when your appointment is like scheduled, and then there's like only other people there that have an appointment, and it's like not like a line 3 miles out the door.
Do you remember when it was at the last place it was in BJ's? That place was fucked, man. The amount of times I had to go there with my mom or my dad for whatever they had to go for, and then the one time I had to go there was absurd. The amount of time I had to wait just to get a permit.
Yeah, I just got my plate for my motorcycle.
Oh yes, you were saying how you became a motorcycle man. Tell me more.
Yeah,
tell me
so
more.
I recently got a dirt bike. Is it still recording?
No, yeah, we're good.
All right. I recently got a dirt bike, a Hawk 250. It's like a Chinese.
Yeah, you were telling me about that.
And it's like basically the cheapest new bike you can buy, and it's like a great beginner bike in my opinion. Does it ride well? Yeah.
Yeah. I'll have to try it. Let me come over and try it out.
Sure. It's not in my possession right now. It's at the shop, and I haven't got driving on the road yet. Well, no, I got it. It's been in the shop for a week now. I got the plates on Friday. I brought it into the small engine repair guy.
Oh.
Yeah, and
you got plates for it? You're gonna ride this thing on the road?
Oh yeah.
Wow, you're ambitious with the plates and getting everything done and making sure you can drive. That's impressive.
Yeah,
dove head in.
I got my motorcycle license.
Yeah. Wait. So are you thinking about getting a motorcycle?
Well, I mean, it is a motorcycle. It's street legal.
I mean, okay, yeah, but like an actual motorcycle.
I mean, I am thinking about staking it on a marketplace and like getting a hog of some sort. That
would be genius. That would be the.
But I don't know. I mean, for now, like I need to
after
learn how
everything's
to ride this.
made, like for it to be legal.
Rode it on the road yet. You know, I need like bro.
So what's needed for it to be street legal?
Mirrors, turn signals, headlight, brake light.
That's it?
I think.
That's not that much.
It's not that much, but
What's it running you, if you don't mind me asking?
What?
Dollars wise.
I bought the bike
$2,000.
brand new for $2,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like it had 600 miles on it. But
That's nothing.
That's pretty much nothing.
Okay, continue.
And so I've never been on a motorcycle. I dropped it twice the first day. I did a wheelie, like was just being an idiot. I mean, like not really because I didn't know what I was doing, but I was teaching myself. And like now I know.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah, and so I broke the tail light, and so the guy's replacing the tail light right now. But I think it was a blessing in disguise because the new tail light and license plate mount is so less ugly than the.
It makes it look like it's not the Hawk
stock one was
250.
this big, like tail thing, and I was like, "What the hell is that?" Like, and
So you upgraded. How much did that run you?
I bought it for $20. The universal dirt bike, like, had a tail light thing.
Sweet.
And I mean, there's just so much money that goes into it. If anyone watching or listening ever gets a bike, like you gotta like expect to pay at least $1,000 more in your budget. Like
to fix everything?
No, because you gotta get gear too. So I got all used gear.
From where?
eBay.
Genius.
Yeah, so like getting like new gears, like actually like $1,000.
Is your mom feeding you these ideas to like for cheaper things and
no?
I know she's savvy like that.
She is, but no, she like she was like, ew, it's someone else's. I was like, well, you want to give me $500?
Yeah,
get a jacket.
Seriously.
Like I bought a jacket that's 500 retails $500, and it's like
how much you get it for?
You can't even tell it's used. I got it for like $170.
That's good.
And then you got to buy a helmet. I walk into Motorsports, but CM Central Mass Power Sports. Go, I want the cheapest red helmet. So I just bought the cheapest red bike. And
that's genius.
And
that's something I would say.
And they were like, okay. And the first one I pick up is like, they're like, that's the carbon fiber XZ, like. And I'm like, and I'm like, oh yeah, that sounds cheap. And he's like, I flip it over. It's $700. So I ended up getting like a nice Fox helmet, but it was the cheapest one there, and it was like $185.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, so expensive.
Fuck off! Yo, I look at it, $700. Fuck you!
Yeah, no.
Get the fuck out of here! I'll go buy this shit online. Where do you think they got the Hawk from?
Well, yeah,
fucking
but
Amazon,
like it is your head though. So
get that shit online. Everything cheap.
You want to protect your head.
Though. Yeah. But you can get like that same thing probably online for cheaper than
maybe. Yeah.
That's why retail's going out of business, man.
It was nice to go and try it on though.
No, I love, dude. Don't get me wrong. Physical shopping so much more fun. I'm almost like a girl in that aspect. I love going shopping. I'm like that.
I sometimes do. I like going shopping,
but.
Like when I'm buying stuff.
I'm the type of dude who only likes going shopping at places that are cheap. Because if I know that they're pricey, I'm going to not buy anything. I'm going to look around, and what's the point of that? I'm talking Salvation Army, Marshalls, TJ Maxx, fucking Home Goods. I don't give a fuck. Target. I don't know. Bring me somewhere where there's something cheap. That's my place. That's my shit.
Yeah, going like to thrift stores is fun.
Oh man, I love thrifting. Me and my girl all the time thrifting.
It must be easier for you to find shit though.
Fuck, dude,
like,
you're huge.
I mean, I have like a sick shirt that I got at like a Savers, and like, it's like an Eddie Bauer like button down fishing shirt.
That's the.
Yeah, and I mean, big guys can donate things.
Yeah.
But.
You know, the thing I like about Savers a lot more than Salvation is it's got books and DVD. They got like an extensive collection of things.
The Fitchburg one has a ton of things.
I love the Fitchburg one too. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to hate on Fitchburg. Before we go any deeper than this, I want to just take a second stop for the sponsor, who is actually the man himself, Flippin' Ships. Our sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. and be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram. We're picking it back up from thrifting. So, I went to Savers recently, but you were saying how Salvation's got, like, kind of what Savers got, but Savers has got an extensive collection of just shit, of just nonsensical houseware items, and that's where I have fun. That's where I enjoy myself. Looking for things that you can, that, like, are compatible with smoking, or, I don't know, anything that would just look nice in my room or something, something. They always have the dumbest paintings wherever you go.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fun.
There's a couple good ones here and there, but yeah. Dude, I'm so cheap. I don't know any other way to say it. I'm cheap as hell. I don't care where it is. I will look for the cheapest thing. I will run over every scenario in my head. I take double the amount of time any person does, any man at least, does in a store, just to run through if I'm making the right decision, not purchasing a shirt or socks. I'll go to different stores. I went to Marshall's. They didn't have like the underwear that I want. They had underwear in my size that was overpriced. Fuck this place. I was like, fucking, I'm not gonna, you crazy. I'm not caving in. And like as if they're like trying to swindle me or something. I'm just like that when I go to stores. So when I go to a thrift shop, that's where like I thrive. Plus, you know me, I got like a weird style. Some old shit, some new shit.
It's cool though. I mean, you can get some like really awesome stuff at thrift stores.
Dude, that's where I get my trench coats and like
trench coats.
Dude, yeah, I have like 5 trench coats. I have like a leather black trench coat, a regular black trench coat, tan trench coat. I know a regular couple leather jackets, just like regular.
I bought a leather jacket. I never used one for like the gear. It's ridiculous. So
you got a leather jacket for the motorcycle.
I'm very cheap, like because I have to spend so much money on my hobbies.
No, yeah, you have to
like the boat thing. Like redoing a boat is not cheap at all.
No, I know what you're saying.
Getting a motorcycle is not cheap at all, but that's what I love doing.
I love a lot of things. So like me focusing down on like the things that don't cost money that I like has been probably one of the better self-analysis like things that I've pulled out, or one of the best things about myself that I've pulled out of self-analysis, self-analyzing. Fuck, I can't fucking speak. But like the podcast, it was startup funds, but there's no anything. It doesn't cost me really anything to put this out.
Yeah,
anywhere.
that's nice because like I just dropped like $350 on like paint for this.
Yeah,
boat.
like that's
but
crazy.
The thing is, like, I'm gonna have a sick ass boat for like however long I want to keep.
Yeah, no. That's I'm not opposing that idea, but I think that it's just every little thing when it comes down to like those projects, whether it's like building something or refurbishing any sort of anything really, any vehicle of any sort, like anything like that. You think about shit and you're like, oh, that should be like $12 and it's $50 fucking dollars.
And you think it's gonna take a week.
Oh yeah,
I think it's gonna take a weekend.
And then
it's gonna take a month. And if you aren't dedicating your life to it, and you're like doing cool stuff or like going on trips, and like it can quickly like be a 2-month thing. That's kind of what happened to me. But I am. It's about to go down. Like I said, I'm excited. It's go time.
It's go time for flipping ships. It's only up from here.
Yeah, a lot of cool stuff is going to be
to the moon, Alice.
This one.
Yeah.
This is my art.
This is your masterpiece so far.
So far.
Yeah. To date, your masterpiece.
This is the first time I've gotten creative.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big learning thing for me. I'm going to do a lot of things that I have never done before.
Well, that's the thing that I love about you is that like you learn through modern day techniques with YouTube, and you learn everything yourself rather than like there's some things that you have to go somewhere to learn. But
it would be nice to like I don't know, have some sort of like be an apprentice of something. You know what I mean?
I was trying to get to the point where like you're gonna be doing that yourself now with the ships. Like you're gonna be showing them the flips and everything like that. So you're gonna teach now you're passing it on. I love that.
There's great guys on YouTube too. That,
do you contact them? You should talk to them.
I don't contact. I sometimes comment on a lot of TikToks. So like boat stuff since I've become flipping ships,
Mhm.
and I like doing that.
I mean,
But-
hence the podcast. That's like a great way to learn and think about things differently. Is just talking to people from all walks of life. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it must be cool.
You know, I hope people don't think I'm a feminist. I haven't had any girls on yet. Like, I don't really like. I've been in talks with like a couple girls, like my cousin Faith and like Eliza does like stuff on social media, so I could like talk to her.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, people will reach out, like fuck, DM me or something. But anyways, fuck, what were we just talking about? Oh, you should reach out to those people on YouTube too, like the people that your go-tos, because I'm sure you have a couple go-to people that like you.
Dude,
you
there's
search
some
for.
people that I would like go and live with, like, and be their bitch.
Be their
Like,
boat bitch.
Yeah, be their bitch in like exchange for knowledge.
Dude, yeah, you should just comment on their shit. I'm sure they'd love to like reach out and like, I don't know, maybe even a phone call or like text message exchange. I don't know, something. You never know what can happen. Like, I just reach out to people all the time and just be like, hey, I don't know if you'd be interested. You know, I do this thing and like, would you want to be a part of it? Or like, you know, but that's essentially me asking them to teach me what they know or shine some light on some things that I don't know about or,
Yeah, so
you know,
I think
share their perspective. It's
Yeah,
kind of the same thing.
yeah, and I'm about to get into like the YouTube aspect.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like with the YouTube aspect,
I'm
it's
gonna
gonna be heavy
get
with
a GoPro eventually.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm
you
gonna,
get two
I'm
camera
also
angles,
gonna
phone
do-
and GoPro.
I think I'm gonna do my moto vlogs too. I don't know if you've ever seen those, but like
Yeah, yeah,
people like
where they-
ride.
That's why you're gonna get the
bike and, like,
GoPro. Throw it on the helmet.
and throw it on the helmet. And also, I'll film a ton of stuff.
Yeah,
A ton of like cool stuff.
definitely. That's smart.
And like
Could be
this
good for
fall,
time
this
lapses
fall
and
too.
stuff.
Like when this boat, I'm bringing this boat to school.
You bring it to school.
Yeah, my friends have a house
Oh,
with a yard,
oh.
and I was like, let me get a corner of that yard, and like
They-
put my boat there.
And they said
And
yes.
they're like, of course.
Wow. I was gonna say parking, like in the parking lot.
Nah, yeah. And I'm not bringing the dirt bike either. I was thinking about it, but I am bringing the motorbike. That thing is like the ultimate campus machine, dude.
Yeah,
So it's a
the campus
bicycle.
war
it's a
machine.
bicycle with a motor kit on a 2-stroke, and it makes
Oh,
it a
you're talking
moped.
about the yeah.
It
You're
makes
not gonna
any
bring the
bicycle
hawk.
a moped,
Yeah.
and it's optimal for campus.
Oh, dude, that is that is prime campus mobile.
I can tell you, I can get anywhere faster than anyone on campus because
I fucking dare
I'll
you.
go-
Fucking
I'll
race
go-
me.
Chris, I'll be like, we'll leave it. They go to like flag football, and like Chris is like getting out of like.
He's always so
everyone's
fucking early. He's
everyone's-
always everywhere early, bro.
everyone's
I mean,
getting
he's
in
great
the
time
car.
management, but fuck, man, show up late once or twice.
He is sometimes very late, but he like will like get in the car and like then have to get out of the parking lot and drive down. Like, and I like just get on the bike and go through the campus, like go through like the little paths, and then like dart onto the street and then you can just turn it off and go like onto campus too and just
Don't-
pedal it, you know.
You want to hear something that might shock you a little bit?
Sure.
I applied to Plum State.
Really
Yeah, like yesterday.
sick,
Yeah,
dude. That'd be
we'll see what
sick.
happens. We'll see what happens.
Dude, he's sick.
Yeah, I applied for both semesters, this one and the next one, because I'm not sure what my dealio is yet. But I figured it'd be a good idea.
Cool.
Yeah.
And they get back to you in 2 weeks, don't they?
Yeah. Well, I'm still in the process of getting like Mount Wachusett to send over my transcripts and stuff like that. But,
Should do it ASAP.
yeah, no, I had already like contacted them and stuff. It's just a
Cool.
matter of them getting it to me or whatever.
That would be hype.
They have a very contradicting like situation with the train. It was like, use this website. Common App says to use this website, so I use the website. But then the website says go to the college's site, and when you go to the college site, it tells you to go to that website. So it's like, what the fuck? So I just contacted them and just was like, yo, email me that shit.
Yeah. It's a fun place to be.
You know, it's between that and Fitchburg State, because that's right there, and then if I want to get maybe a little escape, Plym's there. Plus, I love
The way
New-
mountains,
yeah,
it's
man.
amazing.
That's
Amazing.
my
I love it.
sanctuary.
I
You know,
love it.
I love that place when I'm there. Like the lake house or like my family vacations.
It's a great area, and I am beyond excited to get a boat up there finally. I mean, I had a boat up there this spring on top of my car.
Yeah,
But
To the lake house?
no, at school.
Oh.
It
You
was
just had it on there the whole time?
It was chained and locked to my roof rack.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's what I was thinking when you said you're bringing it to school. I thought you were just going to, like, park it in the lot with, like, the trailer and lock it up.
No, yeah. But this one is just, like, it's my girlfriend and I's boat. It's Kaylin and I's boat.
Yeah.
And it's too small.
Yeah.
And I, like, brought it in the river one time with Sam, and it was crazy. Like, we were like the 5-horse. It was about a 4-horse current, and we were going 5. We had 5 horse, and like it was so shallow too. Like I was like, you had to really pick your lines. We kept grounding out, having like just cut it for a second. We would get drifted back, and then I have to pick a new line.
That's always scary when you touch the bottom. When my dad first got the pontoon
It was
boat.
fun though. It was like John boat whitewater rafting.
Oh, man,
Not whitewater rafting.
Scares me. That scares me. I don't like it. Water. Like I'm fine with water. I love water. But when situations get sticky with water, then that's when I start to get really scared. That's one of my worst fears.
Unforgiving.
Ocean,
unforgiving.
Scary. Good shit.
The motorcycle too. Unforgiving machine.
Oh, I will never get a motorcycle. I don't judge anybody who gets one. It looks fucking sick. I would love to have a motorcycle and put on my leather jacket and a helmet and go out there and look like fucking Rocky Balboa. And get the fucking tiger fucking imprinted on the back of my fucking leather jacket because I'm a fucking pimp because I got a motorcycle like Rocky Balboa. But it's just not worth my life.
Yeah, I saw something saying motorcycles are not inherently dangerous, but they have to be treated with respect. And like,
but there's some fucking dickheads out there who drive.
I'm like not trying to die, get paralyzed, like
no, of course
kill
not.
myself.
You're gonna be going probably slower than you probably need to be.
I'll probably go fast when it's safe to do so.
Yeah. You're gonna drive safely.
I'm trying to like rip through gears, not.
Well, I've had a couple run-ins with like bikers who were like
incredibly careful in traffic.
Bikers who were like, "Dude, you need to pay more attention to me," and it's like. You were going twice the speed limit.
Right, yeah.
And I saw you down there, and I didn't expect you to be going 60 miles an hour when I took this turn.
Especially if you look in your mirror, like, you don't expect to see people going twice the speed limit.
Exactly.
Just, like, flying
I've had
by
situations in Fitchburg where it's like, I'm at a T, and they're coming from on top of a hill, and they're literally like, I see them just peeking the hill. So I pull out, and then when I pull out, you're behind me. And I have to pay more attention? I just drove. Like, what? Like, you were just there, and I just drove 20 feet into the lane.
Fast.
And, so, like, if you're going that fast, you need to pay attention. You know what I mean? It's a situation that...
And you're in a cage, too,
Yeah, well, you can't rely on the car driver to be, like, cautious of you in any way. You know what I mean?
They're on their phone.
Well, I mean, they have to pay attention to everything on the road, and but you can't expect them to.
You have to make up for their.
Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say. Fuck, I got fucking something in my sack, fucking splinter or something. But continue.
That's really all I had to say on that.
Yeah, I wanted to transition to this because we kind of talked about it in the intermission. The flat Earth guy who came in contact with me. So this guy named Flat Earth Dave. Commented on my thing and was like, hey, DM us, like, we really liked it, whatever. I'm sure they're like contacting a lot of people just trying to spread the word about this guy. It's genius the way they have this thing set up. So then like I contacted like them, they sent me like this link, and it had a website with a calendar on it, and you just pick a date with the blue circle on it that he was available, and you pick that date, and they have time frames, and you get a 60-minute slot or a 30-minute slot. And the guy records everything for you, like I was saying in the intermission, and he'll send it to you, and he believes that the Earth is flat, and he's willing to try to convince you on the podcast. And they have like a 4-minute trailer on their website, and it was people like, oh shit, like people like actually starting to believe the things that he's saying, and they're like, okay, maybe I could get down with that, like, and I'm a heavy realistic person, so I'm not gonna really just jump to the fucking idea that the Earth is flat. I think that's kind of crazy, but I'm willing to hear his ideas. How do you feel about that?
I think the Earth is round.
Well, yes, of course.
I think that is hilarious, and I am excited to watch. And I'll listen to what he has to say too.
I'm incredibly open-minded.
Yeah,
and,
so am I.
You know, I want to
And,
hear
like,
the things he has to say.
and if you are going to be somebody who says the Earth is flat, you have to be okay with people being skeptical at least at first.
Oh well, I think that's kind of his deal. Dude, he was on Alex Jones's Info.
Was Alex Jones saying like "shut up"?
I don't. Dude, Alex Jones probably bought into it. Alex Jones is king conspiracy theory.
Alex Jones like just says some crazy stuff on Joe Rogan, and he's like, "Can you explain that?" You know, we said that last time. Remember?
Yeah. So fuck, I didn't mention that.
We should.
I should have mentioned that. So me and Jason did a podcast 3 weeks ago, maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
And it was completely on me. I dropped the ball in every aspect. I'm very open about saying that I fucked that one.
It's okay.
My phone died recording, and then the audio, the fucking website that I was using to record it just shit the bed during the middle of the podcast. So everything got fucked up. So I figured it would be no justice to Jason or Flipping Ships to put that shit out, or it was good, but it's not
they're
even
fun. They're fun to do. I was glad to come back.
But I didn't want to do you dirty and post 40 minutes or 25 minutes of video or whatever it got, and then I wanted to get the full thing, a full conversation, just like every other one, Plus, I'm excited to have you on more than once. We'll get a couple of the other guys on too. We'll talk. Fuck, what were we talking? Oh, this guy, Flat Earth fucking Dave. And, fuck. Whatever, I can't find exactly what it is, but he was on Alex Jones' InfoWars. So that in itself means that this guy's, a little, on the edge, And, the way they had it set it up is I'm assuming he's just trying to, gain publicity right now and just trying to, get a little bit bigger. But it's genius the way they're doing it. Free podcast. Like you just set it up with him, and he just gives it to you for free.
Do a lot of people have pay to do podcasts and stuff?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't.
No, I just mean
I feel I don't feel like that.
I wasn't saying it like that,
No,
but you would think about he's helping. He's helping himself while helping everybody else in the process, and that's what I think I love about podcasts so much is that there's no really negative thing to other than if you say some fucked up shit. Which, we're all good here. No one's going to be saying anything crazy, really. Alex, by the way, I did a podcast with him that's coming out tomorrow. The funniest shit I've ever heard come out of his mouth, bro. At one point in the podcast, it was so fucking funny. He's part Alex Jones. He has a part of him that's Alex Jones. And he literally just goes I'm telling you, he's like, I'm going to let you tell whatever you're saying, but afterward I have something to say. And I was like, all right. So he just sits there, and I could tell he wasn't really paying attention to what I was saying. And by the way, he drank an entire bottle of Belair. Entire bottle of Belair on the podcast.
What type of alcohol is that?
Champagne. But he drank
okay.
He drank an entire bottle out of a chalice. It was a bottle and then the chalice that I gave him. And then, so he goes, yeah, he's like, all right, are you ready for what I'm about to say? And I was like, I don't think so, truthfully. And he's like, liberal cucks. And I was like, what did you just say? And he was like, he gave the definition of what a cuck was. And then he was like, he was just talking about extremist liberals. That's the term that he used for them. And I have never laughed harder in my entire life because, it was over the top what he said, but it was so left field and funny. And, but anyways, back to the point is I think podcasts are great because there's not really much negativity to go on. It's new people meeting each other. In this case, obviously not. We know each other. Mm-hmm. But I've met a couple people or whatever, and new people reach out to me, and it's only positive, impactful, whether that be promotion on social media or promotion through other things that you do. You know what I mean? It's only good. So that's what I think I really love about this compared to other things. But that's what this guy's doing in a higher level.
You should start hitting up podcasts.
I'm actually doing one with the people that I had on for the first one, Masshole Perspective. I'm doing one with them next week.
Cool.
Talking about the NFC South.
Dude, you got to get Chris on here.
I'm gonna get Chris on here for sure. I need more people. I almost felt like the whole last week I didn't do anything. I didn't record any. I don't know why. I was just kind of slacking. I was tired and was working. But and then me and Alex did one, and then now we're doing this one. But I need more people. I need to start pumping them out so I have some, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I would love to talk to Chris. Fuck, I really want to talk to like almost anybody who like has anything to say, which is most people. So like, yeah, I mean, fuck, and but yeah, no, that guy. I mean, what justifications do you have for the Earth being flat? Do you know anything? I know I know you got conspiracy theories. We can dive into that more, but let's talk. Let's get this flat Earth thing set away.
I think that, you know, the whole thing, like if you see like sailboats in the distance, like they come, you see the top first, and then
well,
like that
when you see when you reach the point of no more sight, you can almost see.
And like people have been to space, and like that, it's round. And
you ever been in an airplane? you ever
Oh yeah.
You open the window and you look out, and it's kind of roundish. It's not like you're looking at a flat plane. Like you can see a little. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of curvature.
I agree.
To the landscape.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm interested.
So I wonder if he's like gonna be like, dude, it looks like a donut.
I'm talking PowerPoints. I'm talking like he has like things behind him.
But you're talking to him. You're talking to him.
Well, I need to do a lot of research on why the Earth is round.
You should watch one of.
I'm going to for sure. I'm going to. But I need to be well prepared for why the Earth's round, because I don't want to be like convinced that the Earth is flat.
Well, I mean, if it is flat, like it's the biggest conspiracy theory ever, bro.
I told my girlfriend, and she was like, "Well, the Earth's not flat, but I'm interested in what he has to say." And I was like, I think that's everyone's like situation about it. You know, I think that might draw a lot of attention, but you know, I'm doing it more because I just want to hear out what the fuck this guy has to say. PowerPoints. Look, he had this little thing to point to all this stuff, dude. And
you gotta get it. You should get a green screen going.
Dude, I was thinking about it. I was actually
sick.
Thinking about getting a green screen, and I was thinking about getting a sign made. I don't know, something.
Yeah. You could advertise too on that.
Yeah.
You sell it.
Yeah. Today, actually, I was in the works of making a little logo animation for the beginning, so it's not just like the picture and stuff. I don't know, trying to figure shit out. Make it look a little bit professional, step by step. I'm more interested in just getting the people here first and talking.
I think next year I'm doing a Flippin' Chips rental boat.
That's genius. Where?
I'm just gonna keep it at my house.
Yeah, no, like, you're just gonna rent it, like, have, like, a website or something going?
No. It's gonna be underground.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's gonna be underground.
Yeah. Keep it on the low, you know?
Uncle Sam.
Yeah, dish it out to the boys, you know, you want it?
Yeah, if you're watching this, FBI.
You know, what are you talking about? What are you talking, hypothetically, what are you talking about for rates?
I'm gonna let people borrow my boat. I have a trailer.
At a rate?
Cash rate, perhaps.
At a Bitcoin rate.
Yeah.
Ethereum.
Yeah, Ethereum. Definitely.
You're running it out of like, I need a blockchain currency in exchange for your time with this boat. But I think that's smart.
Yeah, and I'm just thinking I'm gonna throw the 5-horse on it. Like, you can only get into so much
trouble.
You can only fuck it up so much.
There's only so much fuckery that can be done with a 5-horsepower.
A lot can be done though.
To the human being.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, and like I'm gonna be like, can you do this? And if you can't, I'll drop
That's
it.
your waiver. Can you do this? And they're like, yeah, I can do this. If I'm making good enough for me. I heard it.
Making money. I'm like, can you not back up a trailer? Like, I'll go drop it in the water for them. Like,
that's extra, but at extra cost.
Yeah, of course.
Cost.
Yeah, well, of course, but I'm looking forward to that. Just as like just another way to make money. And if they get stopped by anybody, like, they are just borrowing.
Do you know any other people at school? Like, are there a lot of entrepreneurs that you know at school? No?
Nope.
I was gonna say, I feel like around here, there's a lot of people doing stuff.
Yeah, a ton of people doing stuff.
Yeah, dude, I love to see it, man. Yeah. That's why, like, I love this, because I want to, like, a lot of those people to, like, come on and talk to them about.
Chris needs to, like, get a TikTok and start, like, putting the TV on mute and just like announcing games, like Bob Menery type thing. Like he could make a come up.
You know,
that.
I think he could, but he's a little too awkward with the comedy. So if he kept it more serious, no, like he'd be good if it was scripted. Is what I'm trying to get to. Like if he like planned it out in his head and just was like going at it.
That's not how sports like announcing works though. Like
oh no, I'm talking. If he's going for straight sports announcing, he's great. He's the best.
Yes,
like
yes.
just non-fuckery, like legitimate sports announcing. That's Chris's game. But if he adds a little bit of like the Bob Menery, but if it's scripted, that's what I'm trying to say. It'd be
the jokes have to be like
be better than a guma, you know.
Yeah, he shouldn't do that. He shouldn't do the Italian thing. He shouldn't do that.
Hey,
yeah, no, but he could like also apply to a job at like he wants to be a sports broadcaster.
Yeah, dude, that's
and like
Chris is made for that.
For a job there and be like, show them my TikTok and like this is my
resume.
Portfolio.
I'm a little concerned about my portfolio with this. I'm not concerned, but like people are gonna see it and people are gonna think some type of way about it. I hope Portland State doesn't see it. I mean, if they do, it's me. I mean, I hope they respect the fact that I'm just doing it.
I mean, why would they care?
I mean, I don't really know.
There's some kids there that are, just kind of scumbags, but
man, I'm not worried about that. I want to live college life. I want to go experience it for real.
It's fun to just be alone.
I think that was the big part of me not liking and not doing well at Mount Wachusett was that it wasn't like an actual college experience. It felt like I was going to high school again. I would go there like 4 days a week for like 5 hours, and then I'd go home, and then I'd go to work, and then I'd do it again, It wasn't like I was living there and I was enjoying it and I had people that I meet,
Yeah.
I want the actual college experience. Plus, I want to have something to fall back on. This is what I want to do realistically. I mean, I've made 66 cents off this podcast. I'm not getting paid. Sponsorship through Anchor. When you do it on Anchor, for any other podcasters, you want to listen up for this shit. If you do it through Anchor, they give you sponsors. Like they let you, like you automatically get an Anchor sponsor, and for like every listen, it gives you a certain amount of revenue or whatever. Cool. And I'm not 100% sure what the process is necessarily.
I would, dude. My goal is to get a sponsorship.
Oh yeah, dude. I mean, I got you. You're my sponsorship.
Oh, yeah.
You're not paying me nothing, but I mean, shit, you're my first sponsor, But dude, Joe Rogan's like one of his first sponsors was a Fleshlight company.
Really? That's
and their Fleshlight their Fleshlight sales doubled, and he said more than 50% of it were used Rogan promo code.
Yeah,
and then,
I would love for something boat related to sponsor me.
Oh, boat related. I thought you were gonna. Dude, I'd have a Fleshlight sponsor me. I think that'd be hilarious. And let me do the ad. That'd be hilarious.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, you could sponsor anything.
Oh man, I'd love to sponsor anything that I like. I would want to sponsor.
Yeah. I mean, I would love. I just love power sports. That's kind of my thing.
Yeah, you could just reach out, man. Start reaching out. I gotta start reaching out to like smaller businesses and seeing if they would want to sponsor it. And like
you should sell like square feet on this thing.
That's actually smart.
I
didn't think about that.
League baseball field.
Yeah. Like, oh my god, that's genius. The entrepreneur in you's coming out. That's smart as fuck. I need to get a big one in the middle for myself, and then I should just sell these ones at like some cheap ass dollar amount, and you can just throw it up there and like give me a little sign. I'll put it up.
I'm trying to get a flip and ship sign. I think I'm gonna like this is. I think I'm gonna be a project while I'm at school. Like I'm gonna bring my tools.
And do something on the side.
And because like I'm not obviously in the barn for this, so I can't do anything. But I think I'm gonna make some like flip and ship signs, like learn how to like etch and burn them into wood. Dude,
I mean, I don't know how much it's really gonna like run my pockets. I might be in over my head, but a neon sign that just said like PTP or something like that.
That's sick. I know. I was thinking like a flip, like the flip and ships.
Yeah.
Like of that. Like
if it was just like a middle finger and then like flipping ships.
In the garage. Or
that would be sick.
Be crazy.
But the reason that I do want to go back to school is just in case this shit like I love this, and from this I would want to start trying comedy. I've been writing some shit, and like not much, and I don't really like talking about it, and I don't really know why I said it. But our sponsor for PTP is Flippin' Ships. Flippin' Ships was founded by CEO Jason Reynolds during late quarantine, and Jason is in the business of providing you with entertainment. Whether you're looking for a restored boat in great condition you can take on the lakes, or if you're interested in watching the process go down, Jason's got it all. His TikToks show the process in an entertaining way for all ages, but check out his YouTube videos because they show every detail of the flip. Check him out on TikTok and YouTube for some at-home or on-the-go entertainment. His handle is Flippin' Ships. That's flipping without the G, ships. And be on the lookout for these flip ships soon on Facebook and Instagram. We were kind of talking about the comedy thing, but the CDL driver, genius idea, because they have a bunk in the back. You just drive until you imagine. You're fucking a pimp. Actually, do you think they get paid by hour?
Who?
The CDL driver.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know though, because they're like on that. I think they get paid for the 24 hours.
That's what I'm thinking. Do you think it's like
maybe that's why they make so much money?
If they were smart, they would, and it wasn't by hour. You just take a bunch of Adderall or something and a bunch of Red Bull.
They're doing
Zoom.
They're doing stimulants.
That must be one of the highest stimulant usage in any career pathage. That's crazy. Yeah. Because they drive until they can't anymore, I think, is essentially the thing.
They go to a rest stop, fall asleep, and then go.
You probably have a target amount of time and like things set for like dinner and eating and shit.
Stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure it's like
it'd be hard to. It would be like not the greatest job, but you could make a lot of money, and just no one wants to be a truck driver.
I bet you gotta drive like 14, 15 hours a day. You probably get an hour for dinner, and then like they probably give you 8 hours of sleep, 9 hours.
It would suck though to be off the highway, like
just right off the. Oh, I've seen those. Like right off the highway.
In towns, though, like those guys like taking right turns, like have to take such wide turns.
Oh, you're talking about inside off the highway. I'm talking. Yeah, I thought you were talking about when the trucks are parked off of the highway. Like, you know what I'm talking about? It's like not a rest stop, not anything. They're just in the breakdown lane, and there's like 4 or 5 in a row. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Why are they here? You know? Kind of that kind of thing. But, yeah, man, that's probably intense when you're going through intersections and stuff. I mean, you see it, and you're like, fuck, I'd hate to do that. But you definitely have to.
Yeah, and it's even sometimes hard, and like, with the Fun Stuff trailer, but I mean, usually not though. Like if you're in deep Fitchburg, but like I don't know, you get used to it. I'm sure you can get used to it.
Yeah, anything that's like suspended behind you and like turning that doesn't turn with the vehicle. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's got its own kind of situation going on. I don't really know what that is, but what that's called, but like a trailer or
you're pulling it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's sketchy, man. You think one thing and it does the other. Like, there's definitely people who've got it fucking down and it's their bitch. But
I've gotten it down.
Yeah.
I just had done it a lot with work since I was like 16, and I've done it a lot with the boats too, and like backing them into the barn.
That's something that I was never just like a fan of doing.
I have a feeling I'm gonna be like Jedi trailer backer upper.
You're gonna be like that old guy who's like, no, come on, just let me do it. I'm just gonna do it. You know, you just get out of the car.
I can't watch this.
Let me just do it. Yeah. With you're gonna like walk over in overalls, like 6'6", walk over. Let me just get out of the car. Let me just do it. I'm trailer master. Get the fuck out.
Being an overall ponytail guy is not a bad choice in life.
All I need is the overalls.
All those guys get shit done, dude.
No, they do. I bet the gray hair. You gotta specify.
You eventually turn into the gray hair, ponytail overall guy. But you start
no undershirt.
Just the ponytail.
Vince will fork. Vince will fork that shit.
Dude,
chest hair popping out.
Carhartt overalls.
I was thinking jean.
You can get Carhartt jeans.
They make jeans. Carhartt make jeans. I didn't know that.
I think.
I thought they were more like a khaki material.
They make like work jeans probably. I mean maybe.
Maybe I don't know.
I'm bullshitting you.
I know that they have like a good refund situation going on because my dad they have a lifetime warranty or whatever, and he'd buy the pants that specifically had the lifetime warranty and then fuck them up real bad and like whatever, wear them out for like 2 years and then just send them back, and then he's running off the same warranty that he got for like each original pair of pants, and he just keeps sending in, and he just keeps getting new pants like every couple of years. Genius. Those companies are the companies that run forever. Because, like, they probably have so much profit and excess money that means nothing to them.
Yeah,
they're just willing to satisfy the customer.
They've been just a rugged construction worker brand forever. And now a bunch of middle school kids like think it's cool, too, you know?
Yeah, I mean...
And everyone thinks it's cool, like, because it is cool.
It is dope. Carhartt was founded in 1889. Another 200. I mean, 120.
Probably making shit for the railroad.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Founded in Detroit.
America.
That's damn right. Hamilton Carhartt, the founder. Yeah, I guess it says jeans right there. So I was trying to get to dungarees. You know, I fucking heard that shit when I was like a little kid. My meme was like said something about dungarees, like you put your dungarees on or you wearing your capris. And I was like, what are you talking about? I was like probably 7. She's like, you know, your dungarees, your pants. And I was like, what? I couldn't believe. It's funny how words age, you know? It's, I don't know, it's a great word. I'm sure it'll come back eventually. They seem like they're on a cycle, but that one was always stumping me.
Dungaree.
Well, I got the capri pants.
Is dungaree just another word for pants?
Let's get to the bottom of it. That's what I thought you referred to it as. Dungarees. Also called bib and brace overalls or dungarees are a type of garment used as protective clothing when working. Yeah, they're kind of like, they're overalls. But I guess it probably just denatured to pants over time. And I don't know, I understand the capri one. Capris are pants that are cut short. Yeah. I have a pair of capris.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I did it myself, you know. I'm on that jiggy stuff, you know. I do it myself. Make your own fashion when you're broke. But, like, dungarees. Just call them overalls. What's the difference? They're overalls, the pants.
Yeah, that's like so British.
You know, that's what I never understand, like, supper. Like,
garbage.
Rubbish. My same meme, she uses supper. It's just, rubbish.
Rubbish is what I meant, yeah.
Or clicker. You know, things like that. But supper was the one that always stumped me. Because it's breakfast, lunch, and dinner, okay? There's nothing in between. If you want to add a supper, that's a different kind of thing. But it's not in substitute of any of these things. Maybe it's like a lunch for like people in Rome in between, like a I don't know, a lunch between lunch and dinner, you know, like that's supper. But fuck, supper's not a thing. It's just another word for dinner, I think.
Yeah, it's only said by grandmas.
Yes, I don't know. But like it's like I'm saying, it's funny how these words age quickly, very quickly.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like that.
Who uses that's fresh. That's fresh, bro. That's swag.
That's boss.
Dude, boss, man. You wearing a G-Shock? That pink G-Shock's boss, man. Things like that, you know? It's like those aged incredibly quickly. Those went out the window.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's swag, man. If anybody knew me, I was Swagasaurus Rex 23 on Instagram until like 7th grade. And that's just the way it was. That's the time.
No one knows better.
It's that word. It seems like the word swag died out when Swagasaurus Rex was changed. They all threw it out the window, you know. I was one of the last people using it. They were like, all right, if he's not using it anymore, we'll just ditch it.
If the Polluted Thought podcast isn't using it anymore.
They're like, dude, the kid who named his own Instagram Swagasaurus Rex isn't using it anymore. We're not. No one's using it. It's awful. See, dude, I love being able to make fun of myself. You make fun of yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that's the best.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's like a main compartment
you gotta be able to laugh at
of
yourself.
the self-analysis thing is being able to just like stop and say like, that no matter what it was, that was funny. And I started to have like a thing now where I start to like over defend people like when they make a joke, whether it be fucked up. Like even if it's way over the line, I'm like, yeah, but like it's a joke though. Like come on, it's a joke like that and like this, you know? Like come on, give it a little. And like I said something the other day, and like I didn't say it. I was laughing about how somebody else said it, and my girlfriend did not find whatever that was funny. And I was laughing my balls off. I was like bent over on the counter laughing. I was like, you don't think that's funny? And she's like, no. Straight faced as fuck. And I was like,
yeah,
but it's kind of funny.
It's
You
like
gotta find the humor.
It's like hard to offend me with stuff like that.
Oh, I will not be offended in any way. You have to like get personal.
People say like hate the Wolf of Wall Street. Like you don't hate it because it's a bad movie. You hate it because you're offended by it.
Yeah.
And like, which is fine. Like it's like they
some
do
people just have a
messed up
softer
things in
like
that
censorship.
Movie. But it's incredibly entertaining and a great movie, directed by Martin Scorsese and starring Leonardo DiCaprio.
I mean, anything
Leo touches. How can you call that a bad
gold.
Movie? It's a great movie. You're just offended by it.
Yeah, no, it's well, some people are just soft. Some people are just soft, and it's okay to be soft. It really is. I'm soft sometimes, but I'm not soft when it comes to humor. I find anything funny, no matter what it is. But there's an edge. There's a. You know how the Earth is round? There's an edge to that shit where I'm just like, you know, I kind of call it, and it's just, you know, I don't go I don't go that
things
far.
I don't. There's certain things I don't say, and also like there are things I don't laugh at.
Yeah,
too.
there's sensitive topics. Everyone has a sensitive topic, you know, but that means that not everything's sensitive. You can't make everything sensitive. The funniest thing about a joke being said is that it's true. There's some truth in it. You know, like that J. Cole bar? He's like, this year I'll probably go to the awards that go down, watch Iggy win a Grammy as I try to crack a smile. I'm just playing, but all good jokes contain true shit. It's very true. Every
that's
great joke has the true shit in it. It has to have a little bit of it, because if not, it's not funny. If it could be fugazi and everyone's like, ha ha ha, that's funny, that was a good joke, but it's clearly fake. It's not a real life thing. You know, those are the ones that hit the hardest. It's like a real life issue or a real life situation that's like polarizing.
Yeah, that you're talking about in just a funny way.
Yeah, exactly. And there's just people who get so offended. And people, you hear about people going to comedy shows and getting offended. You paid for the fucking ticket.
Yeah, I mean, like, you shouldn't joke about like babies dying and shit like that.
Who gives a fuck if it's in a joke pretense?
Right.
There's that baby jokes all the time.
I mean, maybe it could be hilarious. So, you know,
some people find that shit funny.
I watch motorcycle crashes like all day long on YouTube. I watch like car crash. I'm like pretty like,
you're a sick fuck.
You know, I don't give a shit. You know, like. But like I'm all the time. I'm like, wow, that guy probably just died. Like,
you're like, dude, that guy's fucked for life. But I'm laughing.
And just like watch the next one. I'm not laughing, but I just you know, I just can't.
Preparing yourself for what's ahead.
Pretty desensitized in that way.
Yeah, but like, you know, you paid for the show, and even if it was a dead baby joke, I could take a good day. If you had a good, well set up, not like regular ass dead baby joke, I would laugh my ass off. I would laugh my dick off. But like if it's just all dead baby jokes and keep firing off, no one's gonna think that's funny. That's not funny. You know what I mean? Like, it gets annoying, and at a point, people are like, okay, that's so fuck. But like, you know, like Anthony Jeselnik, I'll get you onto him. I'll send you some of his shit. Says some of the most fucked up things anyone's ever heard, like ever. I don't know if he's still putting shit out. He might have been canceled by now. Who God knows who's canceled and who's not. I'm already canceled before I even got a following. No, I'm joking. Anyways, but like, he says some really fucked up shit, and his whole humor it's called Hollows humor. Like, you're going to the Hollows, like, you're gonna die. Some people cracking jokes. You heard of like Hollows humor in like history. That's like what Joe Rogan became famous on, was they'd like be watching people get fucked up at jiu-jitsu tournaments or like taekwondo tournaments, people getting like knocked out. He would just like start making people laugh to make them feel like not uneasy about it. And Anthony Jeselnik, all fucked up. His whole thing is just Hollows humor and just disgusting. And he's not like disgusting. You know, like some of them get into like vulgar shit, start talking about like sex and like specific things and like nasty stuff.
I'm not really.
The only person I can tolerate saying is Joey Diaz, because he's just
Joey
fucking
Diaz.
hilarious.
I love.
You know, he was talking about like he was talking some crazy sex incident he had with some lady with one leg, and she had like a peg leg. And he was telling Tom Segura and Tom Segura's wife, like, to their face, was telling the story, and he was getting into
I
it.
saw
But,
a crazy little clip of Joey Diaz today, and he was saying how like when he was 8 years old, he like got like brought into like a room with like someone was like, "Don't tell your mom about this," and he was 8 years old, and there was like two girls like hookers, and he was like just like watching.
somebody fucking tell you, Joe Rogan, I fucking got in that room and I fucking ate a clit. We started swapping spit. Like, he's just crazy, you know? And the way he speaks about things, it makes it funny.
He needs like to be in like a movie about himself.
Yeah, I'm sure that might be in the process, but I feel like another part of it could be like, maybe he doesn't want to do that. Maybe he just wants to have the stories to tell. That guy has so many stories. I've never heard of some of the crazies. He's like, let me fucking tell you, when I was in Boulder, I'd go in there and I'd fucking steal a bunch of Bruce Springsteen CDs. And then let me tell you, I'd fucking run out of there. Do you understand me? I'd be running from them. And he tells stories about how like he's stealing CDs and people are running after him. And he's throwing the CDs he just stole at the security guards trying to track him down.
Doing coke.
He would sell like the 2 CD Bruce Springsteen album for $200 on the street and just go back to Best Buy or whatever and just steal it again. Like crazy shit. He kidnapped somebody. Now he's best friends with the person he kidnapped. Crazy shit.
Yeah, he's very interesting.
He just lives like the most insane life, and like in no way was this guy thinking to himself like, I'm gonna have some great fucking stories in 20 fucking years. He was just caught up. He was in the fucking moment. Like for all that shit, he was just being fucking Joey Diaz.
Yeah.
And that's what I think. That's what makes him so original.
A person with a lot of crazy shit to be funny.
And then he dials it into
he has a
like
lot of character, you know.
Oh yeah, well it shows like that guy's such a man. You know what I mean? Like the way he dialed it in. Now he's got like a family and like. He's a good person. He's like trying to be healthy and like whatever, do these other things, and like it's really crazy that like that person could get pulled in from the stories that he tells. I think that really goes to show that anyone can really change. He has a saying. Al said it on the podcast last time. It was everyone changes every 7 years. Someone's completely different from what they used to be. Every 7 years, someone changes. Like not somebody, but you know what I mean. Like every 7 years, everyone changes.
Definitely, yeah.
And like. I think that's one of the greatest. I don't even think 7. Every 5
year, bro.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I look at like the transformation I made, or like visual transformations between people I know, or whatever. It's like 1 year. It feels like forever. Mm-hmm. Especially with like quarantine happening, like last year and stuff. Like 2 years ago feels like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Like if I like told myself like 3 years ago I'm gonna start like fucking working on boats, like I would have been like, okay.
Yeah.
Like what?
No, seriously. If I told myself like
I feel like that's probably cool. But...
If I told myself even senior year of high school, if I told myself I'm gonna start a podcast where I just talk to people, just have them on, and I'll just talk about what they're doing, and we'll just see where the conversation goes. But the fuck, it's fucking stupid. It's not gonna get any views.
You don't think you would have been like, this is cool, like that sounds like a fun thing.
No, I would think, dude. I had podcast ideas like junior year of high school. I have them written down on a piece of papers, like dated. But they're all sports themed podcasts, and it had categories and whatever and like that. So like, if you would have told me then that I would have just been free balling and just saying like, fuck it, let's just fucking talk, I would have been like, what the fuck's the point of that? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then a couple years goes by and you gain perspective.
A lot of kids start with sports too, and then you kind of like our sport's gonna be my thing. Like sports are everyone's first thing, and then some people don't make it. And some people do, and I mean I love sports, but I really like going fast. I like motors. I like
you like fast sports.
I just like doing things that thrill me.
Yeah, you like the adrenaline sports.
This is my natural high. Like the bike, like even at the MSF course, bro, is a blast. Like
what is that?
It's like where you get your license. Like you like drive around a parking lot. It was amazing. The instructor was awesome. Like telling us about how he ran from the cops and like
that's sweet.
The guy was like 65. He like smokes pot. Like
word.
Like does karate.
You see, why don't they have these people at the DMV?
Dude, he was awesome. Like this guy was awesome.
What is that word? What was that acronym they used? MS what?
MSF course.
What is that? What does it stand for?
Motorcycle safety, like something.
I thought you were trying to say that the S was your cycle.
No.
But why don't they have those people at the DMV who are like, yeah,
He
you know what I used to
went
do
pro,
when I was 17? I just got my license. Me and my buddies grabbed a fucking bottle of vodka and they were all in the trunk and we were just driving down I-95. Like, they don't have any of those.
Yeah, I find crazy. So I have a dirt bike and I had been out. I had taken it out twice prior to the MSF course.
On the
I
road?
was like, no, off road. Like there's like some land near Declan's house, and
Oh, that spot.
yeah. So I had gone twice, and the guy was like, "How much experience you have on a motorcycle?" I was like, 2 days, and he was like, "Okay." And I go on like if you're never been on a bike and you can just take that course and you don't have to get your permit first, you don't have to take your license
You need a
test
permit?
after, you just get that thing counts as your permit, I'm pretty sure, and they just send you a license in the mail. Like there's like and then like
That's kind of what it was like getting my med card. I talked to the lady. I told her like what issues I had, and she was like, "Yeah, okay, I'll send you an email and you can use it tonight." And like they just give you a temporary piece of paper,
that's cool.
and I printed out the piece of paper and just went. And they were like, "Word, your first time?" And I was like, "Yes." Like if I would have known that it was this much easier to get weed for like my sleeping shit, then like I would have been getting this a year or whatever. And when I was in there for the first time, the lady was like, "Oh, you're not 21." Like I'd already got into the dispensary. You have to like go. There's
Can you go to like recreational ones?
no,
too?
no. I'm a medical patient only. You have to be 21 for a rec. But well, a lot of them are med and recreational. But yeah, like I can go into that. Like, no problem. Like
What about the one
Sanctuary.
in Fitchburg?
That one's just recreational. I can't go on that one. But like Sanctuary is medical and recreational, so I can go into there, and I get to skip the line. I'm like special. Like there's like a special med line with no one ever in it.
I need weed.
No, yeah. I'm like limping up there. No. But like the first time I went, there's like a line like 10 people deep in the rec line, and I walk up and I see like it literally has like arrows says like med. And I walk over, and the guy opens the door before I even got to the place I was supposed to stand. He's like, "You a med patient?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Come on in." And like you go through like
Jurassic Park music.
they scan your ID and stuff, blah blah blah. Do like simple security, and then you get let in, and then you sign a bunch of, like for the first time you sign a bunch of paperwork, and they give you like rewards and a bunch of other shit like free shit. If you spend like, a certain amount, they give you a bunch of free shit. And when I get up there, the lady's like, "You're not 21. It says here that you're not gonna be 21 till 2022." I was like, "Yeah, that's a fact." Like I was just looking at her like, "Yes."
Here's my prescription.
And I was like, "You're holding my medical card like in your hand." And then the guy like comes, she calls some dude over, and she's like, "Oh, he's not 21." And he's like, "He's a med patient. You don't need to be 21." And then he supplied me with the information that I was trying to get to. The whole point of the story was that people as young as 14 can be prescribed as a medical patient.
Helps with a lot of things.
Yeah, I mean that's probably more of like an actual like you have to be like go to the doctor, the physician. The physician has to like I talked to the lady about like I talked to a weed doctor. I'm pretty sure. I don't really know. She was very nice, and I told her about my issues, and then she was like, "Okay, get you a weed card." And it seemed like I didn't even need to talk to her because when I signed up for it, the guy was like, "Yeah, so like when you get your card," and like the guy who was like the administration was just telling me that I was going to get it.
So do they hand these things out, or do you have to milk it a little bit?
No, I didn't milk anything. I told them I can't sleep without weed. Like that's an issue that I have. I mean, it was based on me smoking weed since freshman year of high school before I go to bed. It's like something that's happened. But it's also for like I technically have SAD, so it's called. It sounds like it made me laugh when I was told it. But it's seasonal depression. Oh no. And I mean, I didn't even use that. I probably could have used that, but I didn't even go through my doctor's office. Yeah, I definitely could have used that. Now that I'm thinking about it, I didn't even like think about it because I didn't go through my doctor at all. I just told her like, you literally fill out something online and whatever. But it's seasonal depression. It's like when it gets cold out, like you get I don't know. I get pissed and I start like getting really depressed. So, but like, you have ADHD.
Mm-hmm.
Right there, bada bing, bada boom.
Really?
Yeah, you got an issue, man. This helps. You know?
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, there's no need to milk it when it's an actual thing. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, people. I'm sure there's people out there fucking milking the fuck out of it.
Like,
I'm sure there's people. Dude, I'm sure there's people out there milking it and finding the cheapest place to buy the most amount of weed, and then buying that weed. And I'm sure there's people selling med weed everywhere. That's what I'm saying. So like, there are people who milk it, but when you actually need it, it's like the most. Dude, it's the greatest thing going into a dispensary after like a work day, and you got your $50 off 100 discount, and you just walk in there and you just get some dank ass weed. The last time I went in there, the lady was like, "You want to try this? You want to try this new weed? Not even on the menu. We're still testing it." I was like, "Sure. What is it? Chocolate OG. It's testing at about over 30%." I said, "Why didn't you say that when I walked in?" The lady knows me by name, first name. I walked in, she's like, "Hey, Colin, how's it going?" I was like, "What?" You know? I can't tell if that's good or bad, but I liked it. Like, I didn't know if it was, like, morally wrong that the weed dispenser people know my name now.
You're a regular.
But I liked the fact that I was a regular. You know, I've always wanted to be a regular. So, you know, see those people? My uncle, he was, I guess he's not really my uncle, he's my dad's boy. And, he would pull up to Gourmet Donuts and they would know exactly what he wanted. He wouldn't even just say anything. He'd be like, "Hey, it's Corey." Like, "All right, pull up." What?
I would never get the exact same thing every day. So that's my
yeah, I mean, maybe, yeah. Something as simple as a drink, though, or coffee or something, maybe. I'm pretty consistent.
The Subway guy used to make my sandwich.
Yeah, I remember that. He would give us free cookies and stuff,
too.
Yeah,
no, he was cool. He'd be like, Italian BFT.
I wonder where that dude went.
Yeah.
He disappeared off the face of the planet.
I haven't been to that Subway in a minute. I've gone there probably hundreds of times.
Yeah, I would agree. I've gone there at least 20, 30 times just with you alone.
Yeah, I used to go a lot in high school.
Me and my dad would go there every Wednesday after my jiu-jitsu classes. We'd go there, and he had a card, and he never used the rewards. He would just fucking rack them up. And he kept asking them. There was a lady who worked there that like he knew from high school, and she was like the manager. He's like, "How much points do I need to get one of those toasters? Like how many Subway points do I need to accrue to get the toaster?" And every fucking time we'd go there, he was like, "I'm saving up for the toaster. I'm saving up for the toaster." Those fucking toasters are pimp.
Yeah, they definitely don't hand those.
No, they're not handing them out for no reward points. You fucking cracked out. My dad was just being a fuck.
Dude, arcades.
Oh.
I kind of want to talk about arcades.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got about
They're
3 minutes.
Children's casinos, dude.
Oh, yeah. Have you those little ones? The little ones?
They are, like, have smart people, like, making those things.
You know the ones that they have on, like, Amazon? They're, like, not full-size. They're one-up arcades. Those ones are good. My dad has those. But my dad's huge into arcades. He has, like, the whole basement flooded.
Yeah, well, Fran just made an arcade.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, it's a full-on arcade. He said there's crazy money coming out.
Yeah.
Every weekend.
He's making racks from the kids putting in the coins.
And then they save up $50 worth of tickets to buy a $10 prize.
Yeah, no, I mean that's every arcade ever. You go in there and
and they're already
if you're expecting to luck out, you're not in the right place. Like you're going there to spend more money than you're gonna leave with.
The arcades are fun though. I mean,
dude, I'll go in there, I'll drop $20, and I'm not expecting to get anything anything out of it. It's for the experience. But renting out arcade games, genius.
Yeah,
you pay like couple
That's
hundred.
Another low maintenance business.
Couple hundred, and those just feeding the coin like vending machines. Another thing like that.
Yeah, vending machines, just like shit that you don't have to. You don't have to.
You know, it's something you don't really think about either. You know, it's just like who owns this? Who deals with this? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like if you
if someone's making money off this thing, it's anything. If you look around, it's like someone's making money off this.
Mm-hmm.
Like how are they making money off this, and what do they do? And I think that's like a great mindset for yourself.
Like you don't want to have to work. Like I mean, I do work hard with the boat stuff, but like. It's fun to me. Like the sanding sucks. Don't get me wrong, but like the inside of the boat stuff is going to be great, and after it's painted, like it's going to be actually fun for me, you know.
Oh yeah, you got to do something you love, and you got to try to find something you love while making money.
Yeah, no, it's going to be, and like I could sell it for a lot of money when I'm done, but I don't know,
enjoy
keep
it
for a few
before
years.
you have it.
Yeah, I could always buy an even fatter motor, get like a 25
You gotta take
horse,
flipping ships to the moon.
and then just like, and I'm gonna take a lot of videos. You know those guys who built the pontoon boat thing? Like,
Yeah.
Like they post it all the time. Like once you get something cool, you post that shit and all kinds of TikTok trends.
Dude, you can get it going, man.
Blow up.
Tell them before this ends real quick, your handle is flipping ships.
Flipping ships.
With no G,
I have
flipping
a
with
link
no
tree.
G.
I have a link tree now.
And
And
Instagram,
everything.
YouTube, YouTube coming soon.
Yeah. Facebook.
TikTok, Facebook Marketplace.
And
Be on the lookout.
We're getting on Etsy too. We're gonna be shipping hats. And
Oh shit! Yeah, merchandise, hats. I forgot to wear my hat. I wanted to bring it down, but I got a hat, camo hats, all that. We're wrapping up, man. It's a pleasure. We'll do this again in a couple months, and we'll put it out there and see where Flipping Ships is transcended, hopefully to the moon.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah,
so be on the lookout for all that. Apparel or boats, hit up Jason. It was a pleasure. Believe in yourself. Goodbye. Thank you.